In 5 years' time, on one of his trips out west, Jack pulled up to a dusty little town.
Just a couple of dozen houses thrown down like stones in the sand.
Jack was inside the grocery store / fuel station paying for fuel when suddenly the door got kicked open.
Alright! This is a stick-up! Give us a packet of chips!
This is not a stick-up, Bridie Mac, the old bloke at the counter said. Now bugger off. I've got customers.
I'll cut you up!
No, not with that butter knife you won't. Now, do you want me to call the cops?
Cops are giving up on coming out to this town.
Yeah, well they will if they get a chance to lock you up. Now, I'm reaching for me phone.
I'll be back!
Who was that?
Yeah, town's most recent little resident problem.
As Jack was driving out of town, he came across a lone figure stomping along the edge of the road. Hey, where are you going?
Nowhere.
You want a lift?
What? So you can strangle me and throw me out in the scrub somewhere? We're not so far out here in whoop whoop mate that we don't know what Netflix is.
I was just wanting to have a yarn.
Yeah, we'll talk to someone who matters.
After about a kilometre of driving along at stomping speed.
You want a drink?
Not thirsty. Stop following me.
And another kilometre down from that.
I got you a packet of chips.
Why didn't you say so?
And after the chips were gone.
How come you're not at school?
What is this, 20 questions?
I only asked one.
School's got nothing for me.
Too busy jacking the IGA.
I was hungry.
You got any family?
Everyone's got family. And that's 2 questions.
I was just wondering why you were so hungry.
'Cause I didn't eat nothing, duh.
You got an old man?
Everyone's got an old man.
You know where yours is?
He's around. Nothing wrong with him.
What's he do?
What do you do?
Work for Red Earth Energy.
Oh yeah, he worked for one of them. Mine or something.
Got laid off.
Yeah, that's what he said.
What, you don't believe your old man?
Well, he failed this stupid alcohol test, didn't he? 3 days running.
So now he doesn't have a job.
Now he doesn't have nothing. Sold everything. Got his boat and ute repossessed.
What's he do now?
Gets angry.
What about your mum?
That's like the 50th question.
I'm just trying to get to know you.
Why?
Why not?
It's creepy.
No, it's not.
Nothing. She sleeps on the couch.
Shift worker.
Yeah. Yeah, she sleeps on the couch all day and then at night time she shifts over to wherever she falls down.
And what do you do when that happens?
Mind my own business. Go out.
Around the streets?
Got someplace else. Go to a mate's place and play video games. Where else?
Just walk around. Isn't it scary?
Got a bit of pipe I carry.
Bridie, you know what makes a duck swim?
What?
You know how a duck learns how to swim?
It's a duck?
Yeah, but when it first comes out of the egg, it doesn't even know what water is. It doesn't know it can float or paddle its legs. It has no idea what a duck actually is.
You maybe had a bit too much sun, mate. You want to get back inside your four-wheel drive and put the air conditioning on?
A duck learns it can swim by following its mother. You see them waddling along in a line, and when she jumps in the water, it just follows her. It's called imprinting.
Yeah, well, good on the duck then.
And we humans are a bit the same.
What? We learn to swim by going webbed feet?
You know what I mean? We learn what we can be by what we see around us. The way our parents and our neighbours live. It's the closest example to a life we can actually lead.
Doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't. But if you're going to make a change, you have to first off work out how where you've grown up has affected the way you behave.
Mate, you're just all words.
What's your dad do, Bridie, when things go against him?
Who cares?
When things don't go his way?
I don't know. Gets angry, smashes stuff. You don't want to be around.
What do? Walking around town at night with your bit of pipe?
Conversation's over, buddy.
Smash up stuff? People's fences, four-wheel drives, mailboxes?
You don't know me.
No, But I know a heap of people like you. I used to be a bit like that myself. What I'm saying is, you're learning to respond to problems by watching what your parents do. And they learnt off their olds. It all gets passed down. Your dad blows his stack and busts stuff up. What do, walking around town at night with your bitter pipe? Your mum self-medicates and gets out of it. What, you gonna tell me you don't steal a few cans out of the box, get out of it with your mates? You're trying to respond to problems they've got by doing the same thing that caused the problems in the first place.
You're blaming me.
Nah, mate. I'm just saying you have to figure out your own way. You have to look at your own situation and you have to find your own way out of it.
I don't even know what that means.
Where do you live?
Back there? Nowhere?
So there's no point in wishing you lived in Sydney, is there?
Sydney? I just said Red Earth, man. I don't live nowhere.
So you're not from Sydney. You don't have rich parents that have always had jobs and cars and holidays. And there's no point in wishing you did, because that's just going to make you depressed and angry.
Yeah, got there already.
What you have to do is look at what your real situation is. The way it makes you think, the way it makes you behave. You make a list of all the things you got that are working for you and all the stuff that's dragging you down. And from the stuff that's dragging you down, what it is you can change.
Yeah, well, I can answer that already, mate. Everything's dragging me down and I can't change nothing.
So you got it all then. You want the life your parents have got.
My parents and my family, man.
Yeah, and no one's taken that away from you. But do you want the life they live?
There's nothing wrong with it.
For real?
I'm not going to disrespect my family. What else have I got? This whole town lives off Centrelink.
Okay. 5 years ago, I was sitting in the offices of Red Earth Energy waiting for a job interview I didn't know squat about. I was 17 years old and I had no idea what that place or those people or whatever that job was had actually anything to do with me.
Great. So now we're talking about you.
There was nothing in my life, nothing I knew that showed me a picture of me working for Red Earth Energy.
And yet you pulled it out of your butt. You won the prize.
Nah, I was sitting there sweating razor blades because I thought if I don't get this job, I am a total loser. And there is nothing that says that I have what it takes to actually earn a wage and look after my family. Voices in my head, man. You suck. You're gonna stuff this. You don't rate and this is gonna prove it and everyone is gonna kill themselves laughing.
So what'd you do?
I made a change. Thought to myself, all you negative thoughts can get out of my head. You're just thoughts and fear and just noise. And I thought of some of the things that I had going for me. A fence I fixed for my auntie. A try I scored for the under 18s. And a letter I had in my pocket from my footy coach that said I had his respect. And every time one of them loser thoughts came in, I went, nah, out, get some belief. And I got through the interview by the skin of my teeth.
And got the job.
First little step. We're not ducks, Bridie. We can learn to swim our own way.
Yeah, well, I don't really know what that's got to do with me, but thanks for the story. And the chips.
Bridie, when you were little, when you were a kid, what were you good at?
Building stuff. Hitting stuff with a hammer. I was always with my grandfather.
What happened to him?
Heart clapped out before the diabetes got him.
Did you do what I said? Busted up some mailboxes?
Got a whole heap of them in one night. Right down one street.
Come on, I got some tools in the back.
Old Barnaby Rathbone used to be a drover before he retired into town, and he was just sitting there with a cup of tea until he noticed some activity out near his front fence. Oi, you kids, what are you doing?
Your conversation.
I'm just fixing up your mailbox, Mr. Rathbone. It seems to have come a bit loose.
Eh? Bloody kids at night hooning around on the streets.
Yeah, well, I'll just put it back on for you then.
From little things, big things grow.
Hey?
You can't make all the changes at once. You gotta look at where you are now and where you want to be in, say, 6 months or 6 weeks or tomorrow. You get yourself a dream. And once you got a picture of where you want to be, you make a list of all the things you got that are working for you and what's dragging you down. And you start making changes, one little step at a time. And every time you get a win, you take a step back and you tell them voices in your head, nah, look at what I just done. And I can do it all again. All you negative thoughts get out of my head.
Yeah, well, I got a whole heap of negative thoughts about all these mailboxes I gotta fix.
Yeah, you're thorough, I'll give you that.
Yeah, once I set my mind to something.
The old bloke at the counter was just wiping down the surfaces when...
Alright, I'll clean your damn floors for you, except I'm not gonna say damn because I'm gonna clean up my language, because that's one thing that I can fix. So, I'll clean your shop floors for you and you can pay me in chips.
Already got someone who cleans me floors, Bridie Mac. Now you're trying to put Mrs. Baker out of a job.
No, I don't want to do that.
I'll tell you what. You pack shelves for me every afternoon and I'll pay you real cash. Enough to buy you proper breakfast and some groceries.
Packing shelves? Alright, but it'll have to be after 3 o'clock.
Why's that?
Because, I can't believe I'm going to say this, I'm going back to school.
Well, that's a change.
Yes, I know, but I'm going to be a carpenter.
That's an impressive ambition. Where did that come from?
My grandfather. From Little Things.
Hey?
Oh, nothing. It's just something some fella said to me. From Little Things.
Big things grow.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, I'll see you this afternoon.
Yeah, look forward to it. And Bridie, have a good day at school.
And that was the start of Bridie Mac's journey.